Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, my name is Ahad Raza, and today I'm going to take you through one critical skill that is required to help you win more squash matches. If you haven't checked out Joel Makin's awesome playlists on tactics and winning matches, I would highly encourage you to do so. The skill that we're going to discuss in today's video is volleying. Now, there are many ways to win a squash match, and the key that you have to figure out is what are the most effective ways in which you can win squash matches. Now, in order to do that, check out Joel Makin's series, check out the blog that I recently wrote on exactly this, and you're going to gain a lot of valuable tips and a framework in order to understand your own strengths and weaknesses and optimal ways of crafting your rallies and tactics. But for now, when we talk about volleying, let's try and put some pieces together. Now, no matter how tall you are, how effective your reach is, how quick you are off the tee, how well you anticipate the game, any of that kind of stuff, volleying is a skill that you must work on regardless. Why? Well, the more easily I can control this part of the court, the longer I get to stay here on the tee, and the more often my opponent is working around me. So let's talk specifically about volleying with some examples of how you can actually practice the volley. A common mistake that most people make is that they practice their volleys in one specific way. And what I mean by that is this, and tell me if this is familiar or not. Most people will stand around the short line and they will look to just sort of hit simple volleys like that, and they will go for 10 in a row, 20 in a row, maybe even 50 in a row. But what we really want to do to truly build a skill is mix up our pace of hitting, our height of hitting, our angles of hitting, and our position of hitting. So let me show you what that might look like. I might start off at the short line, there's nothing wrong with that. I might start off with this sort of a medium pace drive, or volley rather, but then I might shift back a little bit and practice slightly higher volleys as well. I might also move further up and practice slightly quicker volleys. So the idea here is that you must try and mix up your pace, your height, your position, and the last one, which we didn't do just yet, is the angle. So right now, when I'm close to the wall, I'm just trying to keep that ball relatively tight to the sidewall and just try to hit as consistently as possible. If I move off the sidewall, I might try to get an angle where I'll hit a couple straight at myself, and then I'll try to generate an effective angle through the court so that the ball travels, and I might consciously try to catch the sidewall where I did in line with my opponent, assuming they're around the tee, or I might try to avoid the sidewall and just get that line through the court so it fades in the back, so it runs away from my opponent. These are all variations that you can leverage, but the idea here is that you want to develop your volleying ability. You need to do it by manipulating certain variables like we just talked about, and you obviously have to do it on both sides. Okay, I hope these tips help you out. Leave a comment if you have questions about this or you want to share any feedback. Definitely give the video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. And if you found this helpful and you think that someone else will benefit from it, please share it with them. It goes a long way. All right, folks, take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.